The world watches with bated breath as the conflict in Ukraine unfolds, a stark reminder of the fragility of peace in the 21st century. Amidst this turmoil, a new axis of power is quietly taking shape, one that has sent ripples of concern across the global stage. Russia and Iran, two nations bound by a shared animosity towards the West and a desire to reshape the global order, are forging a strategic partnership with far-reaching implications. This alliance, though born out of necessity for both nations, has the potential to fundamentally alter the geopolitical landscape. For Russia, bogged down in a protracted war in Ukraine, Iran offers a lifeline, a source of much-needed military hardware and technological expertise. Iran, in turn, sees in Russia a powerful ally, a bulwark against Western pressure, and a source of economic and diplomatic support. This partnership, however, extends far beyond the battlefields of Ukraine. It encompasses a complex web of military, economic, and technological cooperation, all aimed at undermining Western interests and challenging the established world order. As this alliance deepens, the stakes for the United States and its allies grow ever higher, demanding a clear-eyed assessment of the threats posed and a comprehensive strategy to mitigate them. The most alarming aspect of the Russia-Iran partnership is in the military realm. Russia's need for weapons in Ukraine has led it to Iran, known for defying arms embargoes and engaging in clandestine arms deals. Iran has supplied Russia with hundreds of combat drones, wreaking havoc on Ukrainian infrastructure. These drones provide Russia with an asymmetric advantage, striking deep behind enemy lines and terrorizing civilians. The military cooperation extends beyond Ukraine. In Syria, they have fought together in support of the Assad regime. Joint exercises, intelligence sharing, and co-development of advanced weapons systems bolster their military capabilities. This alliance has raised alarm in Washington, prompting calls for increased military aid to Ukraine and a tougher stance against Russia and Iran.
This economic partnership is a natural extension of our shared strategic interests. Russia and Iran are working together to circumvent Western sanctions, creating new trade routes and financial systems that are less dependent on the dollar.
Yes, and this cooperation extends to energy as well. Iran's vast oil and gas reserves are a critical resource for Russia, especially as it faces increasing isolation from global markets. By collaborating on energy projects, we can ensure mutual economic resilience.
And let's not forget about technology. We're seeing significant collaboration in areas like cybersecurity and artificial intelligence, which not only strengthens our economies, but also enhances our national security.
Exactly. This partnership is not just about survival. It's about thriving in a world where Western dominance is no longer a given. By pooling our resources and expertise, we are creating a new economic order that challenges the status quo.
The West may try to undermine our efforts, but the reality is that Russia and Iran are becoming increasingly self-sufficient. Our economies are adapting and evolving, finding new ways to grow despite the obstacles.
And as this economic partnership deepens, it will only further solidify the strategic alliance between our nations, making us stronger and more resilient against external pressures.
The specter of nuclear conflict casts a long shadow over global security. As tensions rise, the threat of nuclear engagement becomes an ever more pressing concern. It's a reminder that, in our interconnected world, the stakes have never been higher.
Sanctions, while powerful, often lead to unintended consequences. Countries like Russia and Iran have become adept at evading these economic barriers. They employ sophisticated cyber tactics, not just to bypass sanctions, but also to launch cyber attacks that can cripple infrastructure and steal sensitive data. This new battleground is as invisible as it is dangerous.
In the face of these multifaceted threats, the international community must come together.
Diplomatic efforts are crucial. Without a unified stance, we risk enabling these nations to continue their disruptive activities unchecked. The United Nations must strengthen its resolve and take decisive action.
We must also remember the human cost. Domestic suppression in both Russia and Iran is rampant. By addressing these issues, we not only promote global stability, but also uphold the fundamental human rights that are often trampled in the pursuit of power.
It's time for a concerted effort. The challenges are immense, but with collaboration and determination, we can forge a path to a more secure and just world.